Alright everybody, thank you so much for joining me for day 4 of the 10 at 10 for 10 yoga challenge. So first of all, close your eyes, relax your arms by your side and inhale your arms over your head and exhale your arms back down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. If you're using a mat, come to the top of your mat and we'll do 3 sun salutations A just as a little warm up. Inhaling your arms up over your head. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift with your hands on your calves or your knees, whatever is more comfortable. Hands down on the floor, step back into a plank and exhale to lower yourself down, either with your knees down as a chaturanga or a half push-up. Relax your feet and inhale, coming to a cobra with all of the strength in your back so you can take your hands away. A couple of breaths and tuck the feet and come into your downward dog. So resetting the feet at hip distance, hands at hip distance, and really making sure your arms are straight, you're pushing out with your hands. So you can keep your legs bent, or you can maybe walk the legs out. First hamstring stretch of the day. Then come to stillness. Relax the head. And look between the hands, step forward, halfway lift, and exhale to forward fold. Coming all the way up, arms up over your head, coming down to prayer. And again, arms up, looking up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back into plank and exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Tuck your toes. Exhale, plank. Downward dog, forgive me, and 3 breaths. Relaxing the head. Looking between the hands, stepping forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, arms over your head, and coming back to prayer. And again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back. Stepping back into your plank and chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Tuck your toes. Downward dog. 3 breaths. Really make sure all of your palm is on the ground. Relax the head. And maybe just welcome your heels to go a little bit close to the mat. Looking between the hands, stepping forward. And inhale all the way up and coming to prayer. So we're going to do a slightly different chair pose. So if you bring your feet hip distance, feet parallel, arms out in front, and sit down into your chair pose. And when you're here, lift up your toes and try to keep your shoulders and head up straight. Maybe sit slightly lower in the chair. slightly lower. And come up to standing. Now we're going to do this again, but this time come up onto your tippy toes and then trying to keep your torso as straight as possible. So I'll go on the side to show you. Keeping up onto your toes, but try to keep your torso, shoulders, head as straight as possible. So you should really feel this in the thighs. Maybe try to come up slightly higher on your toes. And release, and just shake out your legs. Take a wide-legged stance, so as wide as your elbows, and turn towards the right hand side, bending the knee and arms up over your head. Warrior one. Straighten the legs, turn around to the other side, bending the leg. Really making sure that back leg is straight, feeling the stretch in your calves. And come back to center. Relax your arms down. We're going to go straight into a balance. We're going to do tree pose. So wherever you are today, either in your thigh, on your calf, or maybe just balancing on your toe, but do not put your foot on your knee. So it helps if you concentrate on a patch of wall in front of you. This is one of those poses that if you're thinking of something else, you'll wobble out of it. Shake out your leg and onto the other side. And generally, people are slightly imbalanced in their stability, so one side will be easier than the other. Perfectly normal. And shake the leg out. So coming down onto the ground, on your front, we're going to do a locust pose. So arms out behind you, and what you're going to do is lift up your legs, your feet, trying to keep them straight, your arms and your back. Lift it all up. Breathing. Just try to lift your legs a little bit, your back, your arms, and release. We'll do that one more time. And fly. Legs a little bit higher, arms a little bit higher. Breathing. So good for your back strength, this. So good. And release. Coming up to sitting, we're going to do a wide-legged forward fold. So keeping the feet really active. Now just put your hands on the ground in front of you, and you're going to hinge from the hips and just really slowly walk the hands forward. And keeping your feet active so you really feel this in your hamstrings and inner thighs. Just walking them forward slightly. Relaxing the head. Just going to the bit just before your edge. Lovely. And release. Now bring your legs in front of you, so that, and as close as you can towards your hips. So this is a butterfly pose. The further away your feet are, the easier it will be. And from here, just folding forward. So you're aiming to get trying to point your forehead towards your feet. And in this one, grounding back. Lovely. And then just flap the butterfly wings. Really nice hip opener. And coming into our last pose, Shavasana. So lying down on your back. And what do you just quickly contract everything, so ball up your fists, point your toes, your legs, and then release. Take a nice deep breath, eyes shut, and sigh as you exhale. Let your breath return to normal. Relax your forehead. Relax your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Relax your shoulders. And that brings us to the end of the 10-minute yoga class. I think it was a little bit more today. So thank you so much for joining the 10 at 10 for 10 challenge.